Recording is on.
So, hello again. Welcome to our channel. Please tell.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you so much for being here. Can you please tell us your path, to your spiritual path?
First, my name is Phoenix the Flameborn. Well, that's my witchy name, my chosen name. Well, I have always been drawn to, spirits, the occult, magic, all that stuff. Since I was little, it has always been something that has been calling me. And when I was younger, when I was like a teenager, I used to go to haunted places and all that stuff, and always trying to make contact with the spirits. and and then I did learn as well to protect my energy there. So I was born back then. I was on a Christian environment,
Okay.
which I walk away from that because it never felt right for me. Okay, that path never felt right for me. So over the years, obviously that started to evolve, and I walk away a little bit from trying to contact the spirits. And then I started to focus on tarot to actually contact the spirit guides. Just, to find guidance, to see if we are on the right path, all that stuff. And yeah, bit by bit, I started to, as I was walking away from that Christianity path, from that Christian path, I started to discover spirituality. Then I tried to find, I tried different things. I tried Buddhism. Then I tried as well, because the Vikings were everywhere. I tried to to get to know a little bit the North and the or the Vikings gods, and then that's what led me to the goddess that I work with now, which is the goddess Hecate, which is the goddess of witchcraft. And that is how I kind of like developed my path, because as I say, it started with when I was younger, trying to connect with the spirits, just in general, going to haunted places, then learning to protect my energy, to cleanse my energy. That led to working with the spells, doing the spell working. And then once I started to work with Hecate, it came like everything much, much clearer for me to find that connection with the spirit guides, and using as well what I call minimalist magic to help, depending on the message of the spirit guides. I use minimalist magic to work on that as well. So it's like a teamwork.
So what is your goddess? Is a pagan goddess?
So Hecate is a pagan goddess, yes. So I'm following at this moment. I'm working with Hecate and with Amun. Amun is an Egyptian god. That one, it has come recently to my life, so I'm still learning about Amun. But yes, Hecate, she has different origins. Like some put her on the Greek origins, but she's as well on some Egyptian books. There is traces of Hecate in different different locations throughout the throughout the year. So for me, Hecate, she is a very old goddess, but she feels like a mother. You know, she's got like this mother energy.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I work for her, it's like this protective energy. You
Okay.
know, when a mother is protecting their
Yes,
children,
yes,
that's
yes.
the energy that I feel when I'm working with her. Yes.
But how you discover, how you get the knowledge and consciousness of this goddess? It was by a chance, by or no?
Yeah, it was. Well, it was in a moment of need. Okay. I was going through a divorce. I was starting the process of the divorce, and I was looking, for my path because I was feeling like a little bit lost.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started. I joined some pagan groups in Facebook. I um, I started to learn about the Viking gods, and then there is this goddess Freya. Yes, and someone told me like, oh, for your situation, maybe you could work with her because she's good, to help women going through this. But then I had a dream where Freya was telling me Hecate is like she was kind of telling me like, no, you're gonna be better with Hecate. Because my connection with Freya, like it didn't feel, I didn't feel that click. It felt a little bit like forced. So after I had that dream, I started to investigate, and that's how it came to my life.
So you are from Ireland or from UK? No.
I am Spanish. I'm from Spain, but I
Mhm.
live in the UK at
Okay.
this moment.
So of course, but the UK and Ireland, you have been in Ireland
I haven't been in Ireland.
because
No,
Ireland.
I have seen
Mhm.
Ireland, in pictures. It's a beautiful place. I feel connected with the Celtic
Yes,
gods as
yes,
well.
goddess. Mhm.
Yes. Um, so I do enjoy all that, the mythology. I really like it. Yes.
So you work with several goddess from Egypt, from Celtics, from paganism. Mhm.
Yeah, at this moment, I'm only working with Hecate, and I have started to work recently with Amun, which
Egyptian Amun.
is Egyptian.
Mhm. So, uh, what do you call working with a goddess? What is the process to work with a goddess? Can you explain us? What is the process?
Well,
The mechanic.
um, I feel like for each person, it's gonna be something different.
Okay.
As I said, for me, she came to me in a moment of need, where I was feeling like, I was feeling lost, and she kind of like gave me the strength to go through the divorce. Now I have always like spell casting, and since she is the goddess of witchcraft, I started to work more on my spell casting. I started to work on developing more my minimalist magic, because witchcraft, it can be very expensive. So I started to work on minimalist magic, and that was my offerings to her. It was every time that I was doing a spell, I was doing it with not only with the intention of, manifesting whatever I wanted to manifest with that spell, but it was also an offering to Hecate. Um, I do have an altar at my front door. I have Hecate, I have a moon there. I put a candle every day for them. But yes, I feel like the biggest offering that I do is when I do my spell castings or when I do my tarot readings. I do them, um, but always with the intention of honoring uh, my goddess and my god as well in this case.
Okay. So you use tarot cards.
Yes, I do tarot readings. Um, but I don't do tarot reading to predict future. I do it, as I said before, as guidance from the spirit guides. because sometimes we want things on life, but we don't know how to get those things. So with tarot, you can get a little bit of clarity on how to reach those goals. If there is anything that is blocking your path, anything that you need to release first. It can also tell you what you really want, because sometimes we think that we want something, but that is your ego, the one that is telling you, I want this. But with tarot, you're going to listen to your spirit guides, you're going to listen to your intuition. It's like that is your soul asking, talking to you through tarot. So you can get more clarity as well towards which path to go.
Yes, because you have to keep away your ego in this process. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, you pray all day for your goddess. You put
No, I
flowers.
don't.
You put flowers on the altar. No.
No. What I do is, for example, when I wake up in the morning, I put the candle on, and then I say thank you. We need to practice gratitude. So I use that time to practice my gratitude, and I say thank you for whatever happened yesterday, and I don't know, for my house, whatever. I say my thank yous, and that's it. That's it. And then, as I say, the rest of the day is like whenever I do a tarot reading, I call in Hecate, I call a moon as well, so they can guide me through. And I do it as a part of, with the intention of honor them.
So you can choose your. It's an intuitive process. You can choose your goddess for. It's an intuitive process. Yes.
Yes. I do all the work that I do. I do it from intuition. Yes, I let my intuition guide me.
Yes, it's perfect. But you only work with tarot or astrology? You work with astrology also? No.
No, I do mostly tarot and oracle cards. Then I do offer different services as well. So again, through tarot, I have one service that is called the Phoenix Circle. So what I do is I do an in-depth reading for the person, and we see the blockages that person have, where the spirit guides are guiding this person. The energy that they have at that moment, which element they can work better with, and then based on that reading, I prepare 4 weeks of Minimalist Magick rituals. I prepare meditations as well, affirmations, so they can do all that throughout 4 weeks. So at the end of the 4 weeks, they can be more, if they need to release something at the end of the 4 weeks, they're going to be more closer to release that.
Okay.
Or if they have to start walking towards a path at the end of those 4 weeks, they're going to be already walking in that path. But I try to mix it all. I do offer Reiki as well. Some people they need a little bit more of help when it comes to release. So sometimes I use Reiki healing as well to help them release all that stagnant energy as well.
So you use several techniques, yes?
Yes. I try
Reiki,
to mix
tarot.
it. Yes.
So you know what is Wicca magic?
Wicca magic.
Yes. Wicca.
Yes, I don't practice. I'm not Wiccan, so I don't practice that Wiccan. But I have always been more of like following my own path. To be honest, I am, the kind of person that I take a little bit from everywhere,
Yes.
and then I sit and I make my own. Yeah.
So, but what do you think the young girls practicing Wicca? Do you think it's okay to go to this path?
Yes, I mean, as I said, when I started, honestly, when I started, there was very little information, and I had to learn everything by myself. But now it's everywhere, and I think it's very easy to learn. it's important to find the right source of information as well, because not I feel like some people they don't really look, like they don't go in depth on the consequences, okay,
Okay.
which is important as well. Like I see a lot of spells, or like I have as well people coming to me like asking me to, like, oh, I want this person and I want a spell so I can have this person, and I'm like, no. No, if you want love, let's work on love, let's work on connect with your soulmate.
Hmm.
Okay. And I know that you want that person, but it's not really that person that you want. That is your ego. You
Yes.
want the idea that you have in your head of that person.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I have seen, on TikTok and stuff, like they do those spells and they teach how to do these spells. And I'm like, well, they don't know the consequences that they're going to come. So I feel like it's important to deep down a little bit, dig a little bit the information when you want to learn about those things.
So, but do you do any kind of spells, or you have a limit?
No, I do have a limit. As I said, when someone asks me and they tell me like, "Oh, I want a spell to bring this person," I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that. I can help you to do a spell to connect with your soulmate." So we are working in an energetic level.
Yes. Yes.
You're not working on the physical level, you're not focusing on that person, you're just focusing on the energy of the soulmate, which is different, because then you are not affecting the free will of that person.
Exactly. So, so the spell, you can only do spells in energetic level.
Yeah, I do focus a lot on the energy. As I said, I've been working on Minimalist Magick, which is focusing mostly on your own power. Okay, it's very empowering because you don't need any tools. Okay, if you have to work with the air element, you have your own breath. Um, you have fire in your heart. You have water in your emotions. The earth is just underneath your feet. Like any element that you want to work with, you can find it with it yourself. You can attune to the energy of the planets, or the energy of the moon. You can, there is things that you can use. Like, for example, if you want to add colors, you can wear some specific color, for whatever spell you want. But yeah, I focus mostly on energy, because I feel like it's more, for me, it's like, um, it gives you that empowerment feeling. And I feel like that is going to make as well the spell work better, because you're feeling that confidence, you're feeling that's like, um, and I feel like that gives more power as well to the spell than just lighting up a candle and then that's it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Do you know what is twin flames? Do you know what is twin flames?
Twin flames. Yeah.
It's an energetic level. Yes, very energetic level.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, for me, twin flames, because I feel like depending of the person. I always say, when you do a spell, it's all about your beliefs as well, what you believe. Okay. For me, twin flame is a soul that for some reason it got separated, or like, divided in two. Okay. And then when you meet in this life, it's like the same soul. And then soulmates is two different souls that come together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is in the energetic level. Yes.
Yes, energetic level. Yeah, because many people think it's physical level. No. It cannot.
No.
No.
No, no. And also, like a twin flame, it can be anyone. Like it doesn't have to be a romantic partner.
No, no, yes, no, 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 nothing at all.
Anyone, like your mother, your brother, like anyone could be your twin flame, because they are there to first to learn the lesson. Because I feel like twin flame, as I said, is the soul that it got divided, and I feel like the soul it got divided because it needed to learn a lesson. So I feel like when the twin flames come together on a physical level, they come together to learn the lesson, to learn to work together, and then to complete each other. So once they go into the spirit realm again, they can become one again.
So there are also karmic energies, karmic energies.
Yes, yes. We have, obviously, as I was saying before, when you're trying to interfere on the free will of someone, that's going to have a karmic cost for you. We also have the generational karma, okay, the ancestral karma, the karma that comes from the family as well. Which we are in a time where there is a lot of people breaking those cycles that keep repeating, and that's great because we are going through a lot of healing. Um, and when you are sensible to the energies, you can feel it. You can feel when there is so much healing and there is so much energy rising as well. It's great. It's great. But yes, we have karma. There is bad karma. There is good karma as well. I feel like it's all about keeping the balance. Like keeping the balance. Like it's impossible not to get bad karma at some point, but also you are getting good karma as well. And I feel like it's all about keeping the balance.
Okay, you don't know familiar constellations? You know what is?
No, I've never heard about that. I don't think I've heard about that.
It's about releasing your ancestors' karma. Your great great grandmother or great 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 grandfather.
Yes, I do work with my ancestors. I have
Okay.
those altar, and I work with them. Um, I have break as well some, and as I was saying, like this generational
Patterns, yes.
pattern and cycles repeating within the family. I have broken my own. I have ended my own cycle. Um, but yeah, that is there. That is real. And sometimes it's good to keep that relationship with the ancestors as well, because they can help you as well to guide you, so you don't make the same mistakes that they did in the past. And it's very easy. It's very easy. All you need is to have something that represents your ancestors. I'm not a picture person, so I have like letters and like maybe a bottom, like
Yes.
little objects
Object.
of my ancestors, and I just do. It's almost the same that as I do with the goddess. Okay, I just go and in the morning and say good morning. Please guide me through the day, or like you have permission to be with me today, or welcome you into my house. Things like that. Just invite them into your life. Sometimes it's nice if you put like a cookie or something on the altar for them.
Oh, you put cookies in the altar. It's like the
Yes,
Brazilian. The
yes,
Brazilians also there are something similar. Do candomblé. It's an Afro-Brazilian type of thing that you give little food and wine to the goddess. Okay.
yeah. It's just so they feel welcome. So they
Okay,
feel
okay.
welcome. Yes.
It's very similar
But
to.
important as well to put boundaries. Okay, this is something that I say a lot when I go on my lives, and that it comes a lot on the tarot readings. That it's important to have healthy boundaries, but not only with the living, but also with the dead. Okay, if you're gonna work with ancestors, with
Mhm.
deities, with if you're gonna go to a haunted place, it's important that you set up boundaries and you say, okay, for example, when I invite my ancestors into my house, I
Mhm.
say, you can be here, but you do not go near my children because I don't want them to be scared.
Okay.
And I have that boundary and I set up that boundary. Um, yeah, and I feel like spirits are really good to follow those boundaries. When you are very clear with them about what they are allowed to do and what they are not allowed to do,
Mhm.
they follow that very well.
Okay. Okay. And a question: Do your goddess they don't fight each other? For you have two goddess, yes? Do you feel
Yeah, I'm working with Hecate, that is the goddess, and then Amun is a
and
god.
Amun don't fight with the Hekates?
No, no, they actually work together very well. I was surprised because I did try before to work with Kernunos, that is another god, and it didn't work. It didn't work. As soon as I started to put it in the altar, I
Mhm.
could feel the bad energy there. It was like,
Okay.
no way. I have to remove Kernunos, I put him in the garden because he's the god that nature god, so I put him on the garden. Um, but no, no, no. She didn't like it. She didn't like it, and I could feel it.
You
But
could
now with
exactly. It's a
Amun,
feeling energy.
yes, I could feel the energy. Yes, I could feel that, like, like that crashing energy.
Yeah. See, see?
Yeah.
Okay. So one last question: Do you think that humanity is waking up for spirituality, or no? You remember the times of pandemic? I remember here in Portugal, everything seems to waken up for spirituality in the times of pandemic when we were at home several months, and many communities rebirth from spirituality. But now, after 5 years of the end of pandemics, everything seems to go to business as usual. What do you think? We need another pandemic to get along, or no? What do you think? Are we akin to spirituality? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like we have had a few awakenings actually throughout the times. I feel like there has been a few awakenings, and there is more and more people that it's getting awakened. But again, I feel like there is so much information out there, but there is so much disinformation as
Mhm.
well that people may feel a little bit lost. I feel as well like there is this awakening, but there is a lack of empathy. I feel like that is the main issue that we're having now, is that we have no empathy now.
No empathy. Mhm.
Yeah, we have forgotten about empathy, and that's the biggest problem because I have my path and I respect everyone else's
Mhm.
path. Okay, but we have a lot of people out there that they have their awakening and they find their path, and then they are like, everyone needs to follow this path. And I'm like,
Exactly. I met someone like
no,
this.
everyone doesn't need to follow that path. Everyone needs to find their own path, and everyone needs to respect other
Perfect.
people's
Yes,
path.
you're right.
And I feel like that's the biggest issue that we are facing, is that lack of empathy.
Yes, yes. There are several little communities. They are very sectarian. Wow, this is the best path. This is the only path.
Yes.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for the good energy, and I hope you hear from you soon. So I will stop now. Okay,
Okay. Thank you very
thank you
much.
very much.